That match was awesome. Like that was the first time that the record attendance really broke. That's when we had a record attendance crowd next to obviously the rest of them, but that was huge. It was unexpected to get that match. I was not expecting to have that match at all. But like you said, it paid off to what happened at American Rana. Like that moment at American Rana was just as big as the match because it was these wrestling open guys or these current Beyond guys that are going against these OG Beyond guys. You know, these indie guys going against the AW guys. It's just this face off that really didn't like. There was really no physical altercation there at all, besides Eddie Kingston maybe pushing someone. But like that was really it. There was no need to fight, and that's how fans were like, "Wow, I need all these matches to happen." You know, like, and then you get Alec and Ortiz. How many times have they wrestled now, like at Open and beyond? Like they've had these now almost a series now, and they having these banger matches. And then to get it to pay off with me and Yuta, like that match was just unbelievable. It was nerve wracking. I wasn't even nervous about the match. I was more nervous about the crowd reaction, in all honesty, because I knew that they knew who I was, obviously, because I'm there every week.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
So
Wheeler Yuta.
let's talk about that too, because you have the new kids coming up, and you have the establishment, and that is a very interesting thing because sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it works really, really poorly, and sometimes crowds can be weird about it, right? I mean, you've seen it in wrestling where the heel gets cheered and the face gets booed. And you've also seen it where the people who were there every weekend Wrestling Open might be wrestling somebody like Wheeler Yuta, like you did, and you might get booed. And it's complicated. And you also don't want to not be prepared for it. You don't want to mess up the match. You don't want to look foolish because you're wrestling a guy in AEW, and a lot of people are looking at you. A lot of people know who Wheeler Yuta is, and it's a very pressurized situation because you have a lot of things that are unknown in that match. And so what was that like? And then you delivered a great match on it. A great match. And what was that like? Because now it's kind of like a feather in your cap saying, cool, I can hang with Wheeler Yuta and we can have a great match. And the fans are into this type of match. And it also opens up doors, I feel, not just for you, but for also other AEW guys to come in and other wrestlers who, are at the beginning of their careers, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, it was not knowing what the crowd was going to be like was very nerve wracking. I wasn't even focused on the match. I was just like, this is like if the crowd's not into it, it's not going to be a good match. So that's another going back to what I said about building our own fan base. Like when I walked out the curtain, I was like, and the reaction that I got was as big as I got. I was shocked because that was our fan base, and there was the hardcore Beyond Wrestling fans that were there to cheer for Yuta. So before the belly rang, it was like, let's go Flash, let's go Yuta, let's go Flash, let's go Yuta. And the Flash chants were from our open crowd. And then the Yuta chants were from the Beyond crowd. So it was just these fans going at it as well. So that really motivated me more than anything. Just being out there. You can go back and watch, but I came out first. Hearing Yuta's music hit was what got me into the zone even more because I would be at Uncharted watching him wrestle like last year, and I would see him come out and have these absolutely killer matches. And hearing that theme hit when I was in the ring, I was just like, this is insane. Like it really hit me that this was happening. And hearing how into it the crowd was the entire match and throughout the entire thing, they were just going and going and going until the match was over. So I have no regrets about that match. I